Okay. And we're live. Right, guys, big win today. 1-0 against Wolves. Very, very important. 3 points for Manchester United. Big 3 points in the top 4 race, in our battle to finish in those top 4 positions. Really good for United to pick up the win today. It didn't look like we were going to get there. It looked like we were just missing that end product in the final third. And eventually, Marcus Rashford came off the bench after his disciplinary action today, and he managed to find the back of the net in a really good goal, and a goal I don't think he would have scored last season. That goal was absolutely fantastic in my opinion, because we've seen him battling, we saw him fighting, and we saw desire within Marcus Rashford's overall game. Absolutely fantastic today. It was 11 goals already this season for Marcus Rashford. We can see there Anthony saying big win. Good to see you back in here, Anthony. As always, really good supporter of the channel. So guys, who is your man of the match? Let me know down below. Really great scenes for United to be picking up those big 3 points and moving on in that top 4 race. It really looked like we weren't going to get there. It looked like Wolves were going to see us out for another very frustrating result at Molineux. It's one of my least favourite grounds in the entire Premier League to go to. So let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. I can see a few people filtering in, so good to see you guys on here after the match as always. So yeah, I mean, mixed bag for me. There was a lot of frustration today. I think Anthony had a very frustrating match as well. We saw Anthony Martial, very poor match. Definitely should have done better with his header. He didn't get to the ball. His overall game wasn't what we usually expect from Anthony Martial. Bruno, bit frustrating as well. I thought Donny van de Beek was very poor when he came on. We didn't see a lot from him, and what chances he had on the break to find his man, find runners, he didn't take them. Donny, for me, I don't think he's just good enough for Manchester United. I don't think it's going to happen at Manchester United for Donny. So let's get into these stats then for today's match. So as you can see, 1-0 to Manchester United. Should have been 2-0 in my opinion. Wasn't really a handball against Marcus Rashford. A bit harsh. I mean, his hand was to his body. There was nowhere else he could really put his hand in that situation. But United got the win regardless. It was good to see us pick up another big 3 points. So we can see here as well, 16 shots for Manchester United, but only 6 on target. A little bit poor in front of goal. Garnacho really should have scored in that first half. Would have made it a big difference in my opinion. And not just a sign of a young player who... He's come in, he's done well, but he just needs that little bit more support. He just needs more time in the team. I feel like Rashford would have buried that chance. As always, he didn't start the match. As we know, that's due to internal disciplinary issues according to tenhag. It has come out that Rashford was late to a team meeting this morning, so if you want a bit of an inside scoop, there you go, guys. But yeah, I mean, overall, better to get the 3 points. It wasn't the best performance. We've seen United play a lot better this season, but big 3 points in my opinion. So let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Who was your man of the match? Who shone out for you? And who do you think was poor in this match? I thought Fred was quite poor when he came on. A couple of poor tackles, poor on the ball as well. Casemiro very good in that midfield. Christian Eriksen and Bruno had a quiet match in my opinion. We said in the preview before that it could really take those guys having a good match to unlock that Wolves defence. They didn't have the best match, but we managed to force the ball home. We managed to get that win, and that's the most important thing. Big 3 points takes us into the top 4. We still have a game in hand on Tottenham Hotspur. United can really make a top 4 spot our own, and that'll help us so much going into another big summer transfer window. Obviously new owners will be in. There'll be a lot of money to spend for Manchester United, and with Champions League football we could attract some of the best young players, the best players in all of Europe in my opinion. Get a Vlahovic or an Azim for that striking position, really improve our backline, new goalkeeper as well perhaps. So Champions League football as always will be absolutely essential. Another look at those stats as well. We can see Wolves had quite a lot of possession as well. 45% for Wolves, nearly 400 passes. Ruben Neves I thought was very impressive for me. Very controlling of the overall game. He had a very solid match against Bruno Fernandes, who he did get the better of his Portuguese colleague on this time unfortunately, but United come away with those 3 points, and that's the only thing that matters in this situation. That's the only thing that really truly matters, is United have those 3 points in the bag. So get those comments down below, guys. Let me know who your man of the match was. Yeah, I mean, for me, man of the match could be Casemiro again. I think broke up the play well. He's tidy on possession. He had some good passes as well. So Casemiro was probably going to be my man of the match. Again, I feel like I'm saying this every single week. Luke Shaw as well did very well at centre back. Very good to see him filling in across that back line. That's something that United are going to need. That bit of depth, that bit of adaptability. All top teams have it. When you look at the likes of Liverpool, Fabinho can play centre back, centre mid, and he can also play right back. City, Cancelo left, right back, Ake, Stones can play centre back, right back, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden can play in the wings, they can play in the middle. It just means you can get more of your better players on the pitch at one time, and we're starting to get that at United, and that's good to see, because that'll just keep a happier squad, more people getting more minutes, and it'll allow us to look at players in different positions, which is really going to help Manchester United moving forward. So get those comments in down below, guys. Let me know what you thought of the match today. Luke Shaw apparently has done a very good interview as well, so be interesting to see what Luke Shaw has said. Yeah, I mean, looking at that league table, we can see some very good results from Manchester United. As we can see here, let's just have a look. Manchester United up into 4th. Very, very positive signs for us. Obviously, City, Newcastle and Arsenal still above us, but we're a point off Newcastle. Only 3 points off City as well, so United really are pulling up that league table. 17 wins out of our last 22 matches is very, very solid numbers. It's a big turnaround for Erik ten Hag. It's very, very good to see Manchester United really start to put results together, improve this season. You know, these are matches, in my opinion, that we would have lost last season. So it is very, very good to see Manchester United pick up big 3 points on the road against Wolves, and we go again relatively quickly as well. We play Bournemouth, of course, on the 3rd of January. I will be at the match, so if you guys are about there, give me a shout. Maybe we'll do a video or something outside of Old Trafford after the match. But yeah, I mean, very, very pleasing stuff to see from Manchester United today. A big win. Yeah, I mean, a couple of people online thinking it's not going to happen for Anthony. It's just, he just seems like a player that, to me, isn't getting on the ball, and he's just not getting things right at the club, and it's frustrating to see. Of course, Anthony, a big summer signing. There'll be a lot of pressure on him to succeed. Did well initially, scored a couple of goals, but his overall game has dipped. Certainly looks like a player to me who is lacking at that bit of match sharpness. He didn't play before the World Cup. He barely played at the World Cup, so he hasn't really had consistent minutes in about 2 months. So it is showing in his game where he is making mistakes. He does look like he's a little bit unwilling to jump into a 50-50 tackle. Those are things that hopefully will be addressed in the coming weeks when he plays more, builds up his match sharpness, gets a bit fitter, and looks a bit better on the pitch for Manchester United. Overall, yeah, I mean, it's another win, 3 points, we can't complain. I mean, I hate Wolves away. Like, that is my overall takeaway. I hate playing Wolves. They always bring out the worst in Manchester United. We never have a good match against Wolves, so it is always a match for me that United really do struggle to play in. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. See a couple more people filter in, so welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Let me know what you think down below. Who's your man of the match today? For me, I'm going to go for Casemiro, but I feel like Luke Shaw was a close second. He had a very solid match at centre back. United overall, we probably deserved to win that match. You know, we did have the better of the chances. Garnacho had a great chance in that first half. Anthony Martial, a couple of decent chances as well. Rashford, a goal disallowed. Bruno had a good effort saved by Jose Sa. So for me, there definitely is things to take as positives, but there's much work to be done, and I think today we can see the real need for United to have a proper goal scorer. I feel like a proper goal scorer up front would have buried a couple of those chances that Anthony Martial had, especially that one with his head. That was really poor in my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys, and as always, do subscribe to stay notified for all the content coming up on the channel in the coming weeks. So who was your man of the match? For me, Casemiro. I don't know what you guys think down below. I can see more people filtering in, so welcome to the channel. Yeah, I mean, this was positive for me. Big 3 points, and it's a sign of further progress under Erik ten Hag, and I think that's most important, that we're seeing Ten Hag really start to put results together. We've been on a great run. We've got some very big matches coming up. We play Bournemouth, we play Everton, and then we play City and Arsenal, so those will be key matches. Of course, City will be at home, Arsenal will be away. If we can come out of the next run with 6 points, be very good for United's overall hopes of finishing high up that table. come May. So yes guys, see a few more people joining in. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. It's a really good interactive community, so get your comments in down below guys. I don't know what you think about United versus Wolves today, and how do you feel about the upcoming January transfer window? For me, it's very, very important that United go out and bring in somebody to play up front. We know there isn't a lot of money to spend. We know the club is in the process of being sold, but somebody on loan, somebody in on a short-term deal could make the difference. If it is, say, a João Felix, and he costs us 16 million to the end of the season, but we get Champions League, that is a worthwhile investment, in my opinion, and it could mean that if he does well, maybe we go back in for him in the summer. But United can't afford to miss out on Champions League again this season. Ten Hag needs the best players in Europe for this rebuild. We need the best players if we are going to compete with the likes of City, Liverpool. We're seeing Chelsea spend 600 million in the last 6 months, so there is so much competition for the best players. There is so much competition in the Premier League. United really need to strengthen in this January transfer window. Welcome into the stream guys. I can see a few more of you guys filtering in. Who's your man of the match? Let me know down below. Of course, another big win for United. For me, it's Casemiro. I feel like Casemiro was the best player, in my opinion, on the pitch today. You know, certainly really controlled the game for United. Overall, I might actually give the man of the match to Ruben Neves. I feel like he was very, very good. Had a fantastic free kick. And Ruben Neves would be a player I've always really liked, and I would have loved to have seen at Manchester United. I feel like he's still young enough where we could bring him in and it would be worthwhile. Let me know what you think down below, guys. Would you like to see Ruben Neves brought in, perhaps? Yeah, I mean, striker is the key position for me. If United can bring in a good striker in January, someone in 10 goals into that team. We've seen last season, and it's a really good point, I've seen it made several times, Tottenham Hotspur finished top 4 because they brought in Kulusevski and they brought in Rodrigo Bentancur on loan in January with a view to make it permanent in the summer. That got them top 4 last season. That is the reason why Antonio Conte is still at that club. That is the reason why Spurs are still doing well in the league right now, and that's why they're in the Champions League. So if United can do something similar, be proactive, be brave, go out into that market, bring somebody in, really improve that forward line. United could have a really good end of the season, and even if it is on loan, it could just be a temporary thing. We've seen the links to the likes of Marcus Thuram, Memphis Depay, João Felix, players like that coming in, short-term deal, can play across the front three, cheap deals. Could be very, very worthwhile. Who would you like to see United sign in January? Let me know down below. For me, dream signings would be the likes of Vlahovic or Nazim Hen, a really top number 9 to come in, bag lots of goals for the club. But I don't think that's realistic. I don't think we have that calibre of money. So perhaps a Marcus Thuram, perhaps a Memphis, a João Felix, who we've done a video as well on the channel, could be a fantastic option. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and as always guys, do subscribe if you do like the content on the channel here. It helps us out so much, and it helps us bring you the best content that we possibly can. So yes, I mean, looking at today's match, United, we shaded it in terms of possession, of passes. We have the best of the opportunities. Wolves, you know, they're a solid team defensively. They don't score a lot of goals. I think on commentary they have mentioned today that Wolves had only won 3 out of the last 23 matches. That highlights a team to me who don't score a lot of goals. Wolves, they probably will stay up because their defence is so good. Nathan Collins, Max Kilman, very solid centre backs, but for me, I don't think they've got that quality. They will not finish high up the league table this season, but it's always such a horrible match against Wolves because they make it a proper fight. They make it so hard to play through them. We really do struggle to make chances, so it is very, very important that we got that goal from Rashford. I felt like once we scored it, it would be a case that that could be game over. Unfortunately, it proved to be so. A lot of people, myself included, when that goal was disallowed for offside, definitely thought, oh, this is it. You know, Wolves are going to get a late equaliser, but thankfully they didn't. United pick up the 3 points. United into 4th position, just 1 point off Newcastle, 3 off Manchester City. So we really are moving up that league table. Erik ten Hag is building something very good at Manchester United, and the key man in all that is Marcus Rashford for me. Absolutely fantastic performance all season, 11 goals now in all competitions for United, 3 goals at the World Cup. He's back to his best, back putting a lot of goals in the back of the net, and United are going to need it. Our lack of goal scoring options mean that we desperately need Marcus Rashford to be on form. Anthony Martial, unfortunately Anthony isn't the best of form either, so if Anthony's form can pick up, Bruno's form pick up, it would be massively beneficial to Manchester United. But yes guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. Who was your man of the match? I'm going Casemiro, of course. Be good to see against Bournemouth. probably Lisandro Martinez back into the team. Hopefully as well we can continue on that good form. We can start to build a bit more momentum going into the rest of the season. A big month in January coming up. We've got FA Cup, we've got League Cup, we have the Manchester Derby, we have Arsenal. Going to be a very big month in the season, and if we are ambitious, if we go out into that market and bring somebody in, it could be vitally important. We see already our rivals in the league strengthening. We see Chelsea banning Cuckoo. They're trying to buy Enzo Fernandez. Liverpool stole Cody Gakpo under our nose. Arsenal are looking for a striker as well. Tottenham Hotspur in the market as well. So a lot of teams are being active. United can't afford to sit back and do nothing and just see out another transfer window, because in my opinion that would just be, you would basically be writing the season off and saying to Erik ten Hag, you know, we believe in you, but only as far as the back in the summer. We need money spent now. We need to bring somebody in for that forward line. Who would you like to see brought in for that striking position? Let me know down below, guys, in those comments. For me, a Vlahovic and a Zeman would be perfect. If it's a short-term deal in January, a Marcus Thuram, a Memphis, a João Felix could be a really good option as well. United just need to bring somebody in. We don't need to be going for long-term deals for older strikers like we have done for Ibrahimovic, for Cavani, for Ronaldo, for Igalo. United need somebody in short term who we can maybe get rid of in the summer if it's a loan deal, and then bring in a proper number 9, a young striker who's going to come in and lead the forward line. I mean, for me, I think the last striker we signed under the age of 30 was Romelu Lukaku, and that didn't work out for the club. And before that, I actually can't remember the last young striker we brought in, probably Anthony Martial. But United desperately need more forward options. That central striking position is so important, because we know, as United fans, we've seen this before, Anthony Martial will pick up injuries throughout the season. He always has had that injury-prone side to his game. Marcus Rashford is not as effective through the middle, and of course, that'll leave us playing, say, Garnacho, who's only 18, relying on him to be producing moments of magic, which is just unsustainable. United do need more quality brought in, so let me know who you'd like to see brought in down below, guys. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you like the content here on the channel. It's very much appreciated, and it really helps us out. Your support is absolutely fantastic. Really enjoying doing all this content with you guys. So yeah, let me know down below your thoughts on the match, who you'd like to see us bring in January and maybe beyond as well. I think it's time to start looking at that summer transfer window, assessing our squad for the season. You know, we've seen the likes of Fred perhaps leaving on a free in summer, David De Gea on a reduced contract as well. United perhaps need a goalkeeper, more midfielders. There's been links to right back Malo Gusto as well, so that could be another option for Manchester United. But yeah, I mean, it will be very good if United can go out, bring in an attacking player in this transfer window that will help see us across into that top 4 position by the end of the year, and then we really start to strengthen and improve our squad come summer. Really start to buy into Erik ten Hag's philosophy, get him the players he needs, because we know how good Erik ten Hag has been. He's really impressed me this season at Manchester United. Ronald Banda says, yes, Rashford is a great player. Yes, he absolutely is, my friend. He's been very good this season, and it's good to see him continue on his good form. It was strange to see him dropped today, but apparently it was because he was late for a team meeting this morning, so we can take from that as we will. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing major. If it was major, he wouldn't have been on the bench. He wouldn't have been in the squad at all today. But one man who I feel like has no future at Manchester United, and that's Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire again dropped to the bench, and Luke Shaw played centre back against Diego Costa and Raul Jimenez, 2 big strong strikers who you would fancy Harry Maguire to deal with well in the box. But it didn't happen. Erik ten Hag stuck with what he had. He stuck with Luke Shaw and Rafael Varane as a centre-back pairing, and I would expect once Lisandro Martinez comes back, he will fill in at centre-back. Luke Shaw will take Malacia out of the team at left-back, and that leaves Harry Maguire in no man's land. But yes, guys, get in the comments. You guys think Harry Maguire has a future at Manchester United? I don't think he does. I don't think he's going to be long for the club. I just don't see Harry Maguire's career continuing at Manchester United beyond this season. I feel like he will be sold. He hasn't been favoured all season, and certainly for me, I don't think Harry Maguire will be here come the start of next season. Going to be a lot of turnaround at Manchester United, a lot of players coming and going. We'd expect to see the likes of Phil Jones leave, Tom Heaton, the goalkeeper, probably going to leave, Fred potentially leaving on a free transfer as well. Donny van de Beek, I feel like, will be sold at some stage. He hasn't impressed me this season. He was poor when he came on today. United had several really good chances on the counter-attack, and Donny van de Beek's poor passing just prevented us from really getting that second goal and killing the match off. It made it harder than what it should have been, and some poor decision making did that throughout the match for me. But yes, guys, let me know man of the match down in the comments as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support us here on the channel. Really is very much appreciated. Really love being on here talking to you guys live. Going to try bring as much live content as we can in the coming weeks and months. So it is very, very good to see you guys on here. Really good turnout for a big United win. 3 points into the top 4, in for the new year. United versus Bournemouth next, a match we should be winning fairly comfortably in my opinion. So a lot of positives to take out of this match. Big 3 points. And they always say, Sir Alex Ferguson said this every single season, when you win and you don't play well, that's a sign that you're doing something right. United didn't play particularly well today, but we still picked up the big 3 points. We still win and we move up that league table, and that's very good because United can play a lot better than what they did today, and that is a positive sign for me that once United are back on form, really back at it after this World Cup, that we can I genuinely think we could beat anybody on our day. Hopefully we'll pick up a bit of silverware as well this season. A lot of chances coming up. League Cup quarter-final against Charlton Athletic. It's a great chance to get into a semi-final for a cup. Really start to win that first cup in 5 years. Ismail says, we tried today, let's continue like this till the end of the season. GGMU. Absolutely, my friend. We did try today. We worked hard. We really tried, and we ground out the result. We got there in the end, and that's the most important thing for me. When things aren't going well in attack and you don't have an awful lot of chances, but you still win, you still find those goals, that's the most important thing. And I absolutely agree with you there, Ishmael. So fantastic point there. So yes, guys, in my opinion, with a striker, United could be favourites for top 4. In my opinion, looking at our rivals, Chelsea have so much players coming in. They've been in a real transition this season. They're playing good. I would expect them to be up there as well. Newcastle United's form is fantastic, and it's whether they can continue that across the season. Liverpool, as we know, coming back into it. Tottenham Hotspur back up there. It'll be a really competitive league this year. Very difficult for that top 4 position. So United might need to go far in the Europa League as well to have a real chance of finishing Champions League next year. Of course, that match against Barcelona will be absolutely massive. Looking forward to it. It will be difficult as well going into that match. No Lisandro Martinez, of course, but we will go there, and hopefully with Rafael Varane fit, we will have a good chance to win the match and a good chance to pick up some more points. So yes, guys, very good to see everybody here on the channel. Love the support, love talking to you guys after the matches. Everybody's got so much opinions, and it's great to hear them all. So yeah, I mean, keep them coming, keep your comments coming in, guys. If you do enjoy the content and you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. Very much appreciated. Seeing a lot of people in here today, which is great to see. Really appreciate the support from you guys. Great community here on the channel. So let's just have a look here, because there are some quotes coming out. So Paul Scholes has said, Tenhag doesn't care who you are, you need to stand in line. I absolutely agree with that. It is one of those things. It's like manager needs to put down his authority on the team, and Erik ten Hag certainly is doing that this season for Manchester United. Yeah, I mean, man of the match for me is going to be has to be Casemiro, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. Rashford, great off the bench as well. Could have had 2 goals, probably should have had 2 goals, but United are really going places under Erik ten Hag. So a couple of quotes here just to bring you guys whilst we are still live. From Luke Shaw. Did a very good interview after the match. So Luke Shaw said, if you don't keep your standards high, you won't play. So I feel like that's a very good quote to take away from. Very positive stuff there from Luke Shaw. And yeah, I mean, that sort of shows the togetherness of the team, the high standards. When in recent seasons there has been a lack of standards at the club, players haven't been working hard, they haven't been taking things seriously. We're starting to do that under Erik ten Hag, and it is fantastic to see. So yes, guys, keep those comments coming. We'll probably be live for a couple more minutes. Not going to be too long for a match covered today. But yeah, keep your comments coming, guys. I want to know what you guys think of your man of the match. What would you like to see happen in January? Marcus Rashford said he overslept and missed the team meeting, and everything is settled. So there you go, guys. The inside information from the club there is that Rashford forgot to set his alarm today and he slept in. It's happened to the best of us. It's happened to me before. I'll not judge Marcus Rashford too harshly on that. And yeah, I mean, Be a big day in terms of results for United. Great to start the day off with a win, move into the top four, and that puts pressure on the teams above us. When we go and we play early, we get the win, we put up 3 points, that puts pressure on the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, Newcastle, even Arsenal and City. They have to go out, it'll add that little bit more pressure, and it builds more momentum for Manchester United, and that is so important. So yes guys, keep those comments coming, some good comments in there from Ronald and from Ishmael, very much appreciated. So yeah, I mean, very much enjoying this season under Erik ten Hag. Really feel like we are ahead of schedule. United playing very well, picking up a lot of wins, but there's more to come. There's a lot more to come. For me, Aaron Wan-Bissaka was very impressive as well today. I feel like his form since he's come in with Diogo Dalot's injury has been a man who is playing for his career, and it's good to see a reaction from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's very positive stuff to see him start to pick up a bit of form. It means we've more options as well. We've seen this season Tyrell Malacia has been a good understudy for Luke Shaw. We know he isn't as good as Luke Shaw, but he can certainly add depth to the team. It allows us to rotate. In positions where we were today, where we had to play Luke Shaw at centre back, we can do that because Malacia can come in. If Aaron Wan-Bissaka wants to stay at the club and keeps on his good form, he will be a very good understudy for Diogo Dalot, a good bench option, a good rotation player to play in matches such as this when Dalot isn't injured, because we will have injuries throughout the season. Our lack of depth is concerning. We are one injury from Anthony Martial away from playing Rashford at striker again, which isn't his best position. We've seen him do an awful lot better off that left hand side over the years, and especially this season. So yes guys, keep those comments coming in. As always, don't forget to hit that sub button if you enjoy the content here. So much content coming up for every single match for Manchester United, so it's very positive to see the support coming in. Really appreciate you guys, really is great stuff, and it's been a fantastic journey this season and a fantastic journey on the channel here. Something that I've loved doing. I've really enjoyed talking to you guys so regularly. Really is very enjoyable. So yes guys, keep those comments coming in there. Yeah, I mean, very positive stuff for United. Big 3 points. Very good to see United go on hopefully into the end of the season with another big 3 points, and if we continue this momentum, we really can finish top 4. Do appreciate all the support and the comments coming, guys, so keep them coming. Be live here for another 5 minutes or so, and then yeah, I mean, I'm already working on the Bournemouth preview, so that will be up pretty soon as well, guys, so stay tuned for that there. So many games, so much content, but it's worth it to bring it to you guys. I love doing this. This is absolutely fantastic stuff here, and I really appreciate all the support from you guys. It genuinely means so much. So yes, overall today United deserve to win that match. Up next will be Bournemouth and then Everton in the FA Cup, so that will be a big week for Manchester United. Hopefully we pick up the win against Everton. A good cup run will be good for Manchester United's hope of getting some silverware under the belt. No trophies in 5 years, coming into 6 by the end of the season. United desperately need to break that, get a bit of winning mentality in for the younger players in the squad. We have some really good winners in that team. The likes of Casemiro, Rafael Varane have won everything in football, so having those guys in there, nothing but a massive benefit. It is great to see those guys coming in and doing really well. Who said Casemiro was here for a paycheck? I mean, Graham Souness sat on TalkSport, he called him a steady Eddie and said he was never a great player. That's up there with Lisandro Martinez not being a good defender as the worst takes of the season. What a player Casemiro is, and how well he has done for Manchester United. Erik ten Hag calls him the cement of the team, the concrete, the foundation, and he absolutely is. With Lisandro Martinez coming in as well, back from that Argentine duty, he will come into that back four. United will hold the ball better. His passing is fantastic, as we know, so it'll be good to see Lisandro Martinez back in. It'll help us build up. It'll be more positive for Manchester United. So yes guys, get your comments in there. Just going to wrap the stream up as always. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you are new, if you enjoy the content. Really do appreciate you guys' support. We will be live here after the Everton match. We won't be live after the Bournemouth match because I will be at the match, but I will bring you guys a video from Old Trafford. I'll hang around the players tunnel, see maybe if we can bump into a couple of players as well. So much appreciated guys. Thank you very much for joining today. Big 3 points for United. I'll see you in the next one. Really do appreciate the support guys. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah.